Unmute. Unmute it. Okay. Okay. Hello, can you hear me? Well, they're together. They're together. Okay. Mr. McCormick, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Okay, so I think we're waiting for court reporter, Mr. Escobar.
Look.
Hi, Judge. Give me just a
Sure. Okay.
second, please. My connection was not connected. I'm
Okay.
ready. Here's
You ready? And okay, you ready, Mrs. Escobar? Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can. Oh, okay, so we'll get started. All right, this is cause number 2020 PRB 1110016 in the matter of the estate of Francis E. Krupula, deceased, and this is an application to probate a will and issue letters of testamentary. So with that, counsel, I'm gonna ask you to take over and Mrs. Escobar to swear in your witnesses.
All right, I've got Frank Krupula and Jerry Krupula here. Testify if they could be sworn in.
Okay.
Court reporter. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you, Mrs. Escobar?
Yeah, you're sounding very muffled. I can hear you, but not very well. Counsel.
Could you swear in Frank Krupula
Is
and
my
Jerry?
Wi-Fi acting up or?
Something's acting up on her end.
Yeah, because on yours is also acting up.
Is it, you think it's on my end? Hold on just a moment, please.
All right.
I have not had any Wi-Fi problems. Let me. It's weird. All right. Mr. McCormick, you seem to be frozen on your end. Okay. Are the witnesses there?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Judge, it sounds very bad on my side. I don't know why. Okay. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Can I please have you raise your right hand?
Sure.
Could you please raise your right hand so I can swear you in?
We got it
Judge,
right.
I have a very bad connection right over there. Counsel, can you please call in?
Call in, what do you mean?
Okay, so you can use a phone. Yeah, I think we're gonna have some really bad audio and I'm not gonna get a good record.
I hear you fine.
If you have a phone. Guys, can you all hear them?
Yes, can you hear me okay?
No,
Okay,
no, we can't.
I swear you, I'm getting a really bad connection. Are you all delayed? Can you all hear me like real time or is it delayed?
Slight delay.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and swear you in for just real quick. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. You can put your hand down. Counsel, do you have a phone that you can in from with speaker?
What do you want me to do?
So on your computer, thank you, whoever did that. If you can, so if you can call in to the very first number, the bottom on the computer on your left-hand side, you'll see a little caret and go and click on switch to phone audio and call in the phone number that's listed on the screen. Yeah, it's my connection is unstable for some reason. But I can't do anything anyway right now. I've not had this happen before.
No, we don't see it.
Oh, you don't see it?
No. Do you have a number? you can give me?
Okay. So if you, on your computer, it's bad on my side. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. Hold on just a moment. So if I give you a number to call, will you just, can you dial it? It's 346-248-7799.
Can you repeat it, please?
Okay. It is 1-346-248-7799. The meeting ID is me.
What's the number again? The meeting ID?
Mr. McCormick,
Yes.
Mr. McCormick, can you please give me your phone number and I'll call you?
Yes. It's 956-966-9114.
I'm sorry, Judge, I'm having technical issues on my side. I'm not sure why.
Let's try this other route.
Hello? Yeah. Hello? Yes, sir, I can hear you. I think what I'm gonna do is we'll just use the phone here and I'll put you on speaker because if you're not able to
Can you
hear
mute that?
me, I'm not able to hear you from your side.
Left-hand side there.
Can you mute your audio on your?
Okay. So you want me to mute mine? Or what did you say?
No, sir, I'm talking to Mr. McCormick because he's calling in and so am I. And I'll put him on speaker on my phone. Okay. All right. Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Judge, can you hear him?
Yes. Yes, it says it two or three times, but that's fine. Maybe we
Let's
work
just
through it.
try it this way. Be able to hear me if I mute myself, Judge.
Yes.
If he had called this other number, it would be fine.
We're calling it.
Okay, I'll give it.
And as for meeting ID.
I'll give it to you. I will give it to you. It's 978 0006 2056.
So I'm just gonna click what you gave me in the screen.
Yeah. Just disconnected. I guess his secretary is going to use her Zoom app. And for some reason, my internet, I've disconnected all my stuff and my internet still unstable. Let's see who else here is off on.
Well, the other thing we can do, I don't know if you can hear me, is this go out, is I have a number where I have conference calls with the city mayors. And I set up that and then they just call in. I don't know if that'll work for you.
You know what? I am going to call in. Maybe it'll be better on my side, but I know I'm gonna call in also.
Well, you're
So let
sounding
me
a lot
do that
better
as
now.
well.
You're sounding a lot better now.
Sounds better on our end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear you all there as well. Okay.
Let's
So
try it.
if we can go ahead and get started.
All right, let's try it.
Well, let's try it. Let's hope, because I'm getting a lot of, all right. All right, the witnesses have been sworn in, Mr. McCormick.
That's your
Yeah,
phone.
they're being paused. So if y'all can hear me, on the bottom left-hand side, there is a little mute button with a microphone. And there's a little caret, like an upside down V like this. If you click on it, there's from the bottom up, there is a switch to phone audio. And if you click on that, a little dialogue pops up with the number and a meeting ID with the participant code and the passcode. So this is so, if y'all can call in with your phone, because to me, they're frozen on their end.
We can hear you fine. Can you hear us?
Maybe I should, I can, but you're not very well. Get a record.
Can you do Zoom on your phone? Even the participant ID that you can't get in, or the meeting code?
I'm gonna exit and I'm gonna come back into the meeting, okay?
All right,
Maybe it'll help.
all right.
Sorry, you guys.
All right.
Right back.
Can you hear us?
Okay. I can hear you well. I can. Just go out. Can you
Okay.
hear it?
Maybe I'll wait till she gets back on.
Yes, sir, I can.
There you go.
Okay.
There we go.
And we're on the phone now with a Zoom app.
Mr. McCormick?
You hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit better. The witnesses have been sworn, sir, so if you want to go ahead and continue.
Okay. I'll start with Frank Krupela. Could you please state your name and address for the court, please?
Frank Joseph Krupela, 11974 FM 1834, Raymondville, Texas.
Are you one of the applicants to probate the will of Francis E. Krupela, which is on this case?
I'm sorry, guys. I got kicked out. My internet is unstable, totally. So give me another second. I'm going to go and turn off my TVs if they're on because they're streaming. So pause again. Sorry.
All right. I wonder, but we don't have to see each other, do we? Because what I'm thinking is, I can set up what I set up every day. In fact, I did it today. And that way they just call in and they call into the number of June and we're all listening to each other outside the computer. It's just by phone. And we can leave the screens there just,
Did we lose you? There.
there they are.
So where we at?
Are we ready to go?
You still having problems, Council?
Yes, sir. And actually, if y'all could, if you could put the phone closer. I know that we have video, but I need to be able to hear you all. With these proceedings, you need to have your phone about so much so that the airwaves in between don't break you off. So I think it's a little bit far away as far as the phone is concerned. So if you can put it a little bit closer. And whoever's testifying, you can put it right in front of him so I can see the witness.
Yeah. Can you hear my question?
I can hear you better. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Frank, I'd ask you if you were one of the applicants to probate the will of Francis E. Krupela, which is filed in this case.
Yes.
Was she your mother?
Yes.
Did she die on August the 17th, 2020 at Harlingen, Texas at the age of 89 years?
Yes.
At the time of her death, was her residence located at 6683 Tulip County Road, Lyford, Texas?
Yes.
To your knowledge, did she leave a will?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to hand you a copy of the will, which has been filed in this case. Ask you to look at it And tell the court if that's the last will of Francis E. Cooper.
Yes, this is her last will.
Was she of sound mind when she executed that will?
Yes.
To your knowledge, was it ever revoked or amended?
No, it was never revoked.
Were any children born to or adopted by her after the date of the will?
No,
And after she made the will, she didn't have a marriage dissolved by divorce or annulment or a declaration that the marriage was void, did she?
no,
Is there a necessity for an administration in this estate?
yes,
Is the state, any agency of the state or any charitable organization named by the will as a devotee?
no,
Are you named in the will along with Gary Kruppala to serve as joint independent executors without bond in the event your father, Charles Kruppala, predeceased Francis Kruppala?
yes,
And did he predecease Francis Kruppala?
yes,
Let me show you a copy of a death certificate filed in cause number 2017 PRB-0031. If you can tell me if this is the death certificate of Charles Kruppala that's mentioned in your mother's will.
yes, this is his will.
His
Death
death certificate.
certificate, sorry.
And so he died before she did.
Yes,
Okay. Did I show you her death certificate? If you could tell me if that's a true and correct copy of her death certificate.
yes, this is a copy of her true death certificate.
Okay. We had a discussion in my office about what disqualifies a person from serving as executor. Do you know of any reason why you would be disqualified by law to serve?
No,
And are you qualified? Are you entitled to the letters?
yes,
Okay. Are the statements contained in the application you filed true and correct?
yes,
And the statements in your proof of death, which has already been filed with the court, are true and correct as well. Is that true?
yes,
Are you asking the court to admit the will to probate and appoint you and Gary Wayne Kruppala as independent executors to serve without bond?
yes.
I'd like to ask Gary Wayne Kruppala a few questions, Your Honor.
Right ahead.
State your name for the court.
Gary Wayne Kruppala.
Okay, and are you together with Frank?
Think I need to get closer.
Gary Wayne Kruppala.
And are you together with Frank Kruppala, the applicant to probate the will of Francis E. Kruppala, which is filed in this case?
Yes,
And she was your mother, is that correct?
yes,
Okay. Now, you sat here while Frank Joseph Kruppala testified. And did you hear the questions and answers? And
Yes,
his
I did.
answers? And were they true and correct?
yes, they were.
Okay. Are you asking the court to name you and Frank Joseph Kruppala joint independent executors to serve without bond?
Yes,
Okay. That's all the questions I have, Judge, if that procedure is okay with you.
Yes, I think so. I think Mr. Escobar got most of it, not all of it. Well, just having said that, I think I lost you. Okay.
We lost the court order.
No. Oh, she's muted. You're muted, Mrs. Kwan.
Yeah, hold on, please.
There you
Yes,
go.
I'm gonna call in.
All
I
right.
have to call. I'm not getting a clean record.
your participant ID, followed by the meeting password, followed by pound.
Oh, password.
You are in the meeting now. There are 6 participants in the meeting. You are pressing star 6.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
You are muted. You can mute or unmute yourself by pressing star 6.
Like a science fiction movie.
Well, I guess we know sometimes technology doesn't work, right?
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? This has never happened to me before. I'm really sorry.
No.
You talking about this, or?
He apologizing to us. Judge.
Ms. Escobar, can you hear me? You can. Okay. If we all have phones, let's forget about the computer. If I was to set up a conference call and you call in and Mr. McCormick calls in and all we're gonna do is just listen and not see, you'll be able to record that transcript. Ms. Escobar.
All right. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
All right. Sorry, this has
Okay.
never happened to me before.
Okay, so, I mean, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you, Mr. McCormick?
Yes, sir.
All
Okay.
right. And those were all the questions that he had, so.
Okay, so you got that part of it?
Yes, sir.
All right, so it's just my part, right? That you're gonna, okay, so we're gonna proceed. Okay, so the witnesses have been asked and responded to the questions of counsel. I have gone through the file. I have read the will, and court finds no reason why not to probate the will, and as requested, to appoint and order Gary Wayne Krupla and Frank Joseph Krupla as the joint independent executors of the estate of Francis E. Krupla, and for the court to approve letters of testamentary, and furthermore, without the posting of any bond. So that's the ruling of the court. And so I'm signing the order. Mr. McCormick, I think county clerk can hear you with the number of letters of testamentary or whatever it is that you all request,
We need 20.
right?
And Your Honor, I don't know if the will and death certificate are marked as exhibits, but I would like for the court to accept them.
Noted, and yes, we will. I take it is the probate, the will as exhibit number 1 and the death certificate exhibit number 2. I don't know if it's necessary to do the copy of the death certificate of Mr. Krupla as well, or just those 2.
I think you can take judicial notice. It's a case in your court, Judge.
Yes, and I'll do that for the record, is that there is a copy of Charles Krupla's death certificate and the original of Ms. Francis Krupla, and it'll be entered as exhibit 1 on the will and 2 on the original death certificate. Okay. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Mr. Joseph Kupla and Frank Kupla, good luck to you guys. And whatever this court can do to help, just let us know.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Good luck to you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, are y'all still there?
Yeah, yes, let's just go ahead and so, I don't think there'll be a problem if we continue just the way we're doing it, right? I mean,
Yes, sir, that's fine. Apparently, I'm having some really bad internet
No,
connections on my,
let me just tell you this. I got a call about an hour ago from the emergency manager coordinator that our 911 lines are down. So we're having, we're having to use Hidalgo, and then they send it back to Willacy, and it's a mess. I don't know if that has anything to do with this, but nonetheless.
yeah. All right, well, we'll pan through it. Shouldn't be too difficult.
No.
Does Mr. McCormick have somebody else in his office, or are we doing,
Let's.
the next matter I have is Olivia Fonseca?
Yes. You know, I haven't even noticed that Mr. McCormick is up.
Kind of hard for me to see.
Yeah. We'll see. So they'll have to. Yeah. I didn't even know he was up again. And no.
Judge, if y'all can let me in on the hearing, I switched my internet to another router name, so I can do this by Zoom instead of on my phone. This is just so different for me.
Okay. There you go.
Okay. All right, can y'all hear me better now?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
How about you, Mr. McCormick?
Yes, sir, I can hear fine.
Okay, great. Yeah, I switched my internet.
Okay. So this is case number 2020 PRB 0017, and it's in the matter of the estate of Olivia J. Fonseca, deceased. And this is an application to probate a will and issue letters of testamentary. So with that, counsel, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to you.
Yes, sir. Ms. Escobar, can you swear in Ida Cruz? He's my sole witness.
Hello, Judge.
Cruz,
So,
good afternoon. Ma'am, could you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. Put your hand down.
Please state your name and address for the court.
Ida Fonseca Cruz, 711 West Riggs, Raymondville, Texas.
Are you the applicant to probate the will of Olivia J. Fonseca, which is filed in this case?
Yes.
And she was your mother, is that correct?
Yes.
Did she die on June 27th, 2020 at Raymondville, Texas at the age of 91?
Yes.
At the time of her death, did she reside at 447 Holloway, Raymondville, Texas?
Yes.
To your knowledge, did she leave a will?
Yes.
I'm gonna hand you a copy of the will that was filed in this case with the court and ask you to look at it and tell the judge if this is a true and correct copy of her last will and testament.
This is the one that we knew of. Uh-huh. I don't
Yes.
remember, yes, I don't remember any other being made.
Judge will
Yes.
offer that will in the evidence.
yes, sir, we'll put it down as exhibit 1.
I'm gonna hand you a copy of a death certificate that was filed in this case. And if you could tell the court if this is a true and correct copy of her death certificate.
Yes.
We'll offer the death certificate in the evidence, Your Honor.
Noted, and we'll put it in as exhibit 2.
Was Olivia Fonseca of sound mind when she executed the will you identified?
Yes.
Has that will ever been revoked or amended to your knowledge?
No.
Were any children born to her or adopted by her after she made the will?
No.
Is it true that she never had a marriage dissolved by divorce or annulment or a declaration that the marriage was void? That's true, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a necessity for an administration in this case?
Yes.
Is the state, any agency of the state or any charitable organization named in the will as a beneficiary or devotee?
No.
Okay. Are you named in the will to serve as an independent executrix without bond?
Yes.
We talked about reasons why someone might not be qualified to serve, such as being from out of state or having been convicted of a felony, where their rights are not restored, or being mentally incompetent. Do you know of any reason why you would be disqualified to serve?
No.
Okay. And you are qualified to serve and you're entitled to serve, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are the statements contained in the application that you signed and filed in court, are they true and correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are you asking the court to probate and appoint you as independent executrix to serve without bond?
Yes.
You filed a proof of death in the court already, and statements contained in that proof of death are true and correct.
Yes.
Correct? That's all the questions I have, Judge.
Okay, and I have no questions for Ms. Cruz. I have gone through the file. I've reviewed the will, and And the application, this court finds no reason why not to probate the will and to, as requested, appoint Ms. Cruz, Ms. Ida F. Cruz as the executor of the estate of Olivia F. J. Fonseca, and to issue letters of testamentary, and furthermore, to not require any bond. So that's the ruling of the court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Sign the order. That is it, and you can request the number of letters, counsel, of testamentary.
She's asking for 10.
Okay, that,
Daryl can hear me.
okay. Ms. Cruz, I'm sorry to hear about your mom.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anything we can do for you, let us know, and good luck to you.
Okay. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I believe that's all I have today.
Thank you, counsel. We have, Mr. Crane. Mr. Roland, how are you? Can't hear me. Can you hear me, Mr. Roland?
Yes, sir. I can hear you now.
Okay. We're waiting for Mr. Crane.
How you doing today, Judge?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
Doing fine, sir.
Good. How'd y'all do on Friday?
We did good. We beat those guys 42-35. It wasn't over to the last minute.
Is
So
that?
it was an exciting game from the get-go. And the boys played really good. Their first real test all year, and they did really well. And so Friday we play in Kingsville we play the San Diego guys, and that would decide the district champion.
All right. Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
to hear.
because of COVID, they had they split the district, and so the two top ranked teams on either side will play, and that's us and those guys.
Oh, good, good. I'm gonna kind of forewarn you on this, that you don't be upset. There's another order coming out, but it's purely on recommendation from the Health and Human Services. It's just a suggestion to not allow spectators on away games, but it's just a recommendation.
On away games?
Yes.
Well,
So,
this season, even in
I know in Willacy, so there's no authority over there or anything.
well,
but
good, because that's in Kingsville.
Yeah.
And that's one thing, they're going to allow 2,000 people on the home side, and that's at Javelina Stadium. So it's a huge stadium. There'll be plenty of room for social distancing.
That's good. You just be careful out there, Mr.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Judge, can you hear me? This is Randall Crane.
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Good. For some reason, I'm not popping up on the screen, but maybe for the best.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think we'll be all right.
Okay.
So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So this is on cause number 2019 GDN 0002. It is in the interest of Barbara Jean Rowland, and it's application for sale of real property and personal property. So with
Yeah,
that,
Your
council, I'm gonna ask you to take over as to the what you're requesting of the court.
Your Honor, I'm representing Blaine Curtis Rowland, who is the guardian of the estate of Barbara Jean Rowland. And they are asking that they be allowed to sell 4.623 acres, which includes a house and other improvements. And they have a contract that has been attached to our application showing that the house is to be sold for $100,000. I know that Blaine has told his brothers and sisters about this sale, and they're in agreement to it, as I understand it, although that's not necessary to have their agreement, but they are all in agreement. And the property is being sold to Blaine's son, who is Andrew Justin Rowland, obviously the ward's grandson. And I feel sure that she'd be real happy to know that he's going to take over the house. The house is just sitting there going to pot, so it's important that they get it sold and get someone in there. And like I said, all the other siblings have agreed to it. And we're also asking that the furnishings that are in the house that they sold, used furniture is not worth a whole lot. I'm sure we can get Blaine to tell us what their plans are as far as how they're going to go about selling it. But basically, that's what we're asking for, Judge. You allow the real property to be sold for $100,000 to Miss Rowland's grandson, and that the personal property, being household furniture, appliances, that sort of thing, also be sold. If you have any questions, obviously you've been talking to Blaine. He's present and can probably answer them better than I can.
Yes, I really don't have any questions for Mr. Rowland. If anything, I do have a comment. I'm glad the property staying with the family. I think that is great. You all doing that, and I know that whatever actions are taken, the selling of personal property and what have you, I have no doubt, as the documents state, that it's for the betterment of taking care of Ms. Rowland, Ms. Barbara Jean Rowland. So I have no, this court finds no reason why not to approve as requested the selling of property, both real property and personal property.
Well, we certainly appreciate it, Your Honor, and we have submitted an order approving the sale, if the court would be so good as to sign that.
Yes, I will, if I can find it. Sure. No? It's right here. Okay, I have signed the order, Council and Mr. Rowland.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good, appreciate it. May we be excused?
Yes, yes, and good luck, Mr. Rowland, on the football.
Okay, thank you, sir. And I appreciate the heads up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have a good day. Thank you, sir.
Judge, have a good day.
You too.
Okay, thank you, Randall.
Good seeing you.
Okay, you too.
You betcha.
Bye.
Take care. Say hello to your wife.
I will.
I'm out of here.
Thank you.
Really here.
Let's see.
Sorry about that. I figured out what the problem was on my end, so.
Okay, well, at least you got it going.
Yeah, I'm
All
going to leave, so we'll see y'all later.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
We'll
Thank
see y'all
you.
tomorrow from Austin.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.